Ratrika, and welcome today. So, I am pretty sure that you are already aware of what is the session today. That is the right fit choosing your MBA specialization. So, let's straightforward jump into the session. And I'm really sorry. I apologize for being a little bit delayed because of certain network issues. We can straightforward jump to the session right now. Okay. So, when you think about specialization, what are the main things that you will get to know in this session? Okay, there must be certain questions in your mind which will be like a subset of all these questions or similar to these questions. If you have come here, then you definitely have one of these questions in your mind. So, what are the main questions that we are going to answer in today's session? Do you need to decide what to specialize in? Means, is there is a need that I decide ki whether I have to do in marketing or finance or operations? Do I have the need now? Okay. Second, which specialization suits you the most? If I am from, say, a commerce background, can't I be the technical product manager later? If I am from a commerce background, can I be in the health management sector? Which specialization is best for me? And can I try out other specialization which are not somewhat related to who I am right now? What am I doing right now? Okay. So what matters, campus or specialization? Again, there are cases where a student may get a call and convert, say, I am ABC, LKI, and at the same time, he's converting, say, Accelerate. And now, if you have a thought that you are more inclined towards HR, you have the more inclination towards Accelerate rather than other IIMs. Means it is the normal trend because Accelerate is known for HR. Okay, so what matters? Does the specialization matter or the campus matters when you have multiple calls or multiple selections? What is the main thing that you have to take into consideration? So that also a little bit of idea you will get from this session. So these three questions we are going to answer, and the different concepts, different things that we are going to learn in today's session, which will lead to the answer to this, are this particular syllabus, या फिर particular contents, table of contents. These are the things that we are going to do in details, which will lead to answer those questions that you have, which I have shown in the previous slide. Okay. So what are the different things that we will cover today? Mainly, what are the most popular MBA specializations? Top B school and specializations means basically what are the top B schools in specific specialization. If I want to know कि HR में what is the top B school which I should look up to if I have HR preference. If I have a preference in marketing, which B school I should cater to, or if I have two good B schools and I need to know कि which one has better prospects in terms of a marketing manager and better prospects of finance manager. So in this kind of in this list, based on the ranking I have kept the data, so you will be able, the whole team has gone through rigorous checks and all through all the different sites and all the different rankings and everything, and we have come up with lists which will give you an idea ki, acha, these are the top 5 or 6 B schools where this particular specialization is it is known for that particular specialization. Okay. Next is why specialization matters. अब समझ में आ गया what is specialization. Now, why is it even important to know this specialization at this point of time, or even to be more, to be honest, why it is important to know why specialization is important before your MBA? Can't I go into an MBA and explore the different subjects and understand, okay, this is what I am more getting inclined to, and then decide? Why I have to decide in prior? Do I have to decide in prior? वो सब कुछ we will discuss a little bit and you will get a clear idea. At least a better concept will be there in your mind while you are approaching the different specialization to see whether that is your forte or not. Okay, after this session. Then how to choose the right specialization? What are the main factors that you have to keep in mind while choosing the right specialization, and understand your career goals and interests? This is also one of the subtopics under right specialization, choosing the right specialization, and then you will make up your own decision based on whatever interests you have, whatever goals you have. Based on that, what is the best, most suited specialization that you're going to identify by the end of the session. You will be able to be equipped with enough knowledge that you will be able to make your own action plan and make your own decision. Now let's move to some important pointers which you have to remember before you start. Before I know what is specialization, we have to understand why is it even important to know about specialization. Specialization क्यों ही सुनना है, करना कहाँ है? The main thing is your MBA in any domain or specialization is not the first and foremost thing from where your thinking process should start. Whenever I want to go to any destination, I prefer easiest route. That's why in the same way, if you think about why MBA, now you have certain goals in your mind. To reach that, your starting journey is from here. This is your destination, that is your goal. And in the pathway, you have seen that MBA is one of the milestones that I have to cross in order to reach my goal. Okay. So now when you cross the milestone, at the same time, you have to think, if my goal is in finance industry, I have to think about finance specialization. If my goal is something related to, say, I want to be a marketing manager later, so I have to be equipped with marketing thing. So mainly your thought process should not start with what I like doing or what is the specialization, what can be my specialization. Your thought process should be why I want to do an MBA, what is my pathway, what is my ultimate goal, and then I decide कि अच्छा मेरे goal में, according to my goal, I should have ample amount of HR knowledge. So I will take certain subjects on HR during my MBA. I have certain my role needs finance understanding, so I need to have certain finance subjects also in my kitty while I'm doing my MBA. So that's how I'm going to prioritize why MBA question first before specialization. And why MBA bhi baad mein aata hai. First is my MBA. My MBA will come before why MBA. What do you mean by my MBA comes before why MBA? MBA can be done. MBA is something which a person can do due to multiple different reasons. How it suits you. Suppose there are two person who wants to travel from Mumbai to Goa. I'm just taking a very simple example, okay, not studies say related. So if there are two people who want to travel from Mumbai to Goa, and they see that while traveling from Mumbai to Goa, I'll either take flight. There is a chance of taking a flight. There's a chance that I take a train, or there is a chance that I drive. If I am a kind of a person who loves long drives and I don't have time crunch, and I am more inclined to taking a drive if it is nearby place, then I'll prefer that. There may be someone who is not going to spare that extra, that person doesn't have that ample amount of time, and that person will prefer to go via plane or some other medium. So ऐसे ही simply by similar cases here, you want to reach your certain goal. Somebody else also wants to be that particular role. There are two persons who want to reach their marketing manager role. Somebody is already working in the industry and that person decides कि नहीं MBA नहीं करते हैं, I'll directly get promoted and somehow reach there. After say I'll invest 7 to 8 years of my experience, and after that I have a chance of getting promoted within 7 to 8 years. So I'll continue that path. But you think कि I don't want to invest 7 to 8 years of my life. I want to get the knowledge now, use the time to gain more experience later, and climb up the ladder faster. So that is how it is my MBA, not why MBA. So first start thinking it as why MBA. Build your own story. Then you will automatically understand why specialization is important. Until unless you choose an industry, until unless you choose that particular thing, that automatically is required. This is a मतलब अगर मुझे finance करना है, if I want to be in the finance domain, I have to learn about finance, right? Similar is the case. I want to be an engineer, so you did an engineering degree. I want to be a finance, say I want to be a risk analyst, or I want to be a product manager. So accordingly, we'll take the subjects. So I think I have explained it enough. But in case you have any issues or any kind of doubts, why I'm taking through why MBA and my MBA, I'm focusing mainly on this too, how your story is related to your choosing of specialization, choosing the subjects during your MBA. Please let me know in the chat window. Okay, we'll take up the queries pretty soon. There is nothing called choosing one specialization. Why is it important to remember this point? See, for example, I want to be in a managerial role. If I think I want to be a marketing manager and I'm thinking all about marketing, I take all the subjects of marketing. I don't take too much effort. I do not put much effort in understanding other concepts, other subjects. Then there may be after a certain point of time, when I enter the industry, I don't know about analytics. Suppose I don't know much about finance, I don't have an idea about HR. All I did is marketing. So how are you expected to make a proper say job description of a team member that you want to recruit? You want to get recruited in your team. You don't know HR, so you won't be able to do it efficiently. You don't have an understanding of how P&L sheet will be prepared because you did not focus on finance. Then you will not be able to make sound decisions in terms of business because you are lacking in number knowledge या फिर finance knowledge. If you don't have an understanding of, say, analytics, how will you analyze the trends and decide if I put this particular, if I run this particular campaign through this particular medium, this is going to happen? Because you won't be able to interpret from the reports that Google Analytics or any other such software will throw at you regarding your particular website. So there are multiple different things you need to learn and not stick to only one specialization. So I have written maximum to maximum 50% of your B school credit should be in one specialization. That will be predominantly the reflection, that will be predominantly reflecting the particular domain you want to work in, या फिर particular role you want to get into, वो industry reflect करना चाहिए. That 50% of your credits. Credit means number of subjects. Each subject has usually 2 to 3 credits. So I have written in terms of B school credits. So basically 50% of your subject या फिर marks या फिर the total weightage of your MBA should be around your particular one specialization, and the other portions will be on other specializations. So if I want to do, usually you might have heard somebody is saying I am doing majors in marketing, minors in HR. Similarly, I also did my MBA in marketing HR, marketing in HR, that is marketing majors and minors in HR. So that's how you split up. So most of my credits were around marketing domain. A little bit lesser was in HR domain. When I go further, I had strategies. I had certain subjects of finance. So I have a mixture knowledge. I even had prediction, that is analytics. So a mixture of a number of different things will ultimately contribute and make you an effective manager, because you won't be able to take sound decisions if you don't know how to interpret different things, and you have to deal with multiple people. So you are not expected to know only one subject. You are expected to know a little bit more than that so that you can take proper decisions. ठीक है? तो this is not mandatory, but this is advisable, because you will become redundant if you do not know how to interpret different things. If you do not have more than one expertise in more than one specialization, you don't have knowledge. You don't have to be very expert. You don't have to be specialized in everything, but be a generalist specialist. Okay, means know each and everything that you may have to know about or your job demands, वो सब आना चाहिए थोड़ा बहुत. ठीक है? Coming to the main popular specializations, I think this is a little bit, it's looking a little bit cluttered, but it has multiple different MBA specialization. And to be honest, there can be hundreds of MBA specialization that we can come up with, and there are many different specialization that are coming up in the market right now. So you cannot, I cannot say ki only these are the specialization, but these are the main, सबसे ज्यादा limelight में ये सारे specialization आते हैं, ठीक है? So what are these specialization? Consulting, investment banking, marketing, finance, operations, HR, human resources, analytics, data science, AI, IT, sustainability, rural agribusiness. I think rural agribusiness you already know, because in the top B schools also they have started. Sustainability in some of the B schools they have started. Data analytics and everything you already know. Media communication, marketing, social media are a subset of whatever you can say of marketing. Pharmaceuticals, healthcare, brand. Okay, and there are plenty of many others. Now let's discuss the most important things from among this, which usually you need to know. Okay, on an average, a little bit idea about all these things you should know. First is consulting. Many of you may be thinking you have heard, I think you already know about the big four, or you know Deloitte, KPMG, McKinsey, BCG. You are aware of such big multinational companies, and you may have come across people who are doing consultancy job. Now what is consultancy? Marketing, finance तो समझ में आता है थोड़ा बहुत. My finance is something related to numbers, where you are seeing कि कितना profit हुआ, what is the expenses and all those. एकदम layman language में finances, ठीक है? How much money you are making, where you are investing. All these things entail the normally finance. What is consulting? Consulting is basically a person with an acquired knowledge of a particular field is going to share his expertise or share his expert advice to a client. Okay? And that person is called a consultant. That is how the consultancy is. Now, some people may say ki, this is a very halo job. या फिर very jazzed up job, consultant, senior consultant, you have to travel long hours, but there are many things behind those long hours. Long hours to hai, you have, your health may go down because you will be very rigorous, very long hours. You'll have to get engaged to multiple normal operations जो starting के 1-2 साल होते हैं. In the first 1 or 2 years, I would say 2 to 3 years, you will experience extremely basic like Excel sheets. You have to deal with Excel sheets, so many PPTs. Means I'm just using the layman language, not the fancy language. So basically you have to do a lot of normal operations related things. So I'm not saying that operations, okay? यहाँ पे जो operations है, that is completely different. Consulting, I mean operations मतलब not strategizing. That time you will not be strategizing, you will be working on sheets for long hours and everything. Okay? So it may look rosy outside, but it is not that rosy when you see the internal actual facts, how the consultants work. So one of the recommendations can be from our end, can be that before applying for the consulting job, you should always contact at least 1 or 2 consultants and know about how their lifestyle is. If you are not comfortable that much, it may be a little bit difficult to handle such long working hours. Okay? ये तो एक चीज है. Another important factor that you need to know, I think there are 2 more important things that I want to discuss about consulting. Second is, what kind of consulting? You can say I am a consultant, but what? If you are giving, if you are sent by your company to a client, and to the client you are giving financial advice about where to invest, you are a financial consultant. If you are going to give them advice on what are the different marketing trends going on, accordingly change the marketing campaigns to this. So you are a different kind of consultant. You are a marketing consultant. If you are providing advice to the client in terms of you need to manage your inventory better, and you have to work on this different things, improve the quality so that your supply chain is proper. या फिर distribution of the different how the distribution, supply and distribution is happening for your particular product is not efficient. Improve the process in this way. So if I am advising the client in this way, so I am acting as an operations consultant. So I can be a consultant in terms of strategy, finance, technical consultant. I can be a operations consultant. I can be a financial consultant. I can be any consultant. ठीक है? जो मेरा particular round of expertise है, the domain of expertise in that, if a client is working in that particular domain and I am sent to share my expert advice on that particular thing, then I am that consultant. ठीक है? One thing you need to know, consulting firms usually prefer very brilliant people. I don't want to others to get hurt who do not have too many क्या बोलते full marks or 100% या फिर 10 out of 10 GPA नहीं मिला है or something. I don't want to hurt your feelings, but it's true that they mainly choose who are academically very strong. So I would say if I see our top B school, they would go and directly shortlist the resumes of the candidates who have 998 profile, maybe in the 10th 12th graduation I'm speaking of. Okay, 9910 profile, 998 या फिर 899. So usually it will be 8 9 10 के around here. If somebody is 887 or 9, if it is 887, there is a very high chance, there is a very low chance that they will get shortlisted for the further process, okay, in the placements. Why is that? Because they have their own preferences. Honestly, they prefer in that way because you are going to be advising another particular company. You are going to advise a client on their behalf. So they want a very sincere, very well versed हो या फिर जिसके पास बहुत अच्छा नॉलेज हो, जो बहुत मन से पढ़ाई किया है, okay, very शिद्दत से. So they get that affirmation from the marks basically. In case you don't have that 998 or 1099 profile and you still want to go to consultancy, the best way is thinking of three things. Okay, you still have a chance to get recruited in the consultancy firm. Usually there are different ways in which you can enhance your profile and make yourself eligible for the consultancy firm despite the fact that you are in a marginal value like 998 की जगह तुम 887 हो. ठीक है? So what are the different things? First, during your MBA you have your internal exams, so ensure that you are in the directors list. Directors list मतलब top 10-15 percentile of the students are usually in the directors list. So you are among the top 10-15% of the people there. Okay? Ensure that happens. Second way of increasing, I would say the combination of all these three things will increase your chances drastically. So the second thing is, there are lots and lots of competition that happens via different consultancy firm. McKinsey does it, BCG does it, I think Mahindra does it. So there are different consultancy firms, different industry leaders and all also have their own case study competitions. So if you can excel in those and leave a mark, get very good result out of that, then you can steal the limelight in front of them. Why is it so important? Case study usually happens in real-time scenario basis. So agar real-time scenario you are able to solve and you are proving yourself, your worth, your expertise in that particular sector, then there is a chance that the consultancy firm will go beyond just the marks and look at you. Okay, consider you. The third important thing is all the different, suppose I want to do a tech consulting job. I would focus I'll build up my profile. What do you mean by build up my profile? Build up my profile means during the 2 years of my MBA, I will focus mainly on enriching my knowledge in technical aspect, in strategy aspect, in all the different subjects which is required in the consultancy job. तो मेरे रोल के हिसाब से I'll start preparing. So these are the three things which will enhance your profile, despite the fact that you are not that good in, you do not have that good marks previously, but still you will be shortlisted. Okay, there it will increase your chances. Investment banking is a sub part of finance. Coming to marketing, and see, investment banking is basically around banking, and it mainly one of the parts of finances. I will mainly focus on the major things here. I will not focus on each and everything, otherwise the session will be stretched out a lot. Okay, next let's move to marketing. Marketing means what? Whenever I want to start, come up with something new, and I want people, I want the market, outside people, to know about what are the services that I'm bringing forward, what are the different products that I'm coming up with, what are the different new features of the existing product that I'm coming up with. ये सब लोगों को बोलेंगे कैसे? That is marketing. Making people aware, making outside people aware about whatever we are bringing on their plate. What is the value that we are giving them in exchange of their money, if they are going to invest in it, if they are going to buy anything from us? What is in it for them? Okay, that is mainly marketing. So whatever I am doing, I may do DM campaigns, digital marketing campaign, I can run social media campaigns, I can come up with different ways like hoardings laga liya, posters, pamphlets, brochures, all these things are different ways. Even newspapers, TV ads, all these things are different ways of reaching out to the people and telling them that this is what we have. Are you interested in? Do you need this thing? If you need, we are here. So you're basically understanding the market, what they need, working on it, coming up with a solution, and showcasing them. This process may, how you're gathering the information of the market, that is marketing research, that's a part of marketing. How you are displaying the different in an extravagant way or any other way, means what you are going to provide them, that is also a part of marketing. That is basically your promotional activities. Okay? Even sales is a part of marketing to a certain extent. Okay? Now coming to the finance. What is finance? Acha, marketing mein, what are the different kind of roles? It can be area manager, it can be regional manager, managing the maybe usually you will see big FMCG firms also working, giving you the product role, product management. It entails a lot of marketing knowledge. A little bit of here and there, it will have other factors also. Again, I said ki koi bhi role mein jao, there is not a single role where you have to know only one particular thing. You have to be aware of multiple different things. Otherwise, you cannot let others also work properly. You will not bring out the best in us or in others. Okay, despite the fact that they need to work for themselves also, but you need to have the knowledge in order to effectively run the business or do your work. Finance, I have told you. Operations, what is operations? Suppose I come up with, I need to know what is the quality of the product. Amazon comes up, Amazon ho, any e-platform ho, ya fir any kind of cement industry, maybe metals and mining industry, all those run, they have quality assessment, they have to keep a check on the inventory, they have to keep a check on how the everything is going on properly. Is the process, whatever the process is going on inside the factory, is it efficient or not? Keeping a check and managing all those different factors is operations. ठीक है, quality analyst ho, supply chain management ho, inventory management ho, all these things come under operations. Coming to the next is human resources. Anything and everything that entails human interests. For example, I need to recruit new people, so I have to have an HR understanding. Suppose I know my people's knowledge, means my team's knowledge is outdated. I need them to know more about certain AI tools. I need someone to organize training for them. That is also a part of HR, arranging for the training and development so that the employees can put out their work effectively. Okay, be more efficient. So policies, managing administrative things, then recruitment means hiring, maintaining the different पॉलिसीज तो बोला ही मैंने, कोड ऑफ कंडक्ट के थ्रू जो मतलब बेसिकली एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव सर्विसेज, पर्सनल मैनेजमेंट एंड अप्रेजल, money related, all these things, everything and anything that include employee satisfaction, employee compensation, etc. This fall under human resources. It's not only hiring, it has so many other aspects as well. Coming to analytics, whenever we have certain Excel sheet or something, how you're going to interpret and build up strategy, interpreting different tools, whatever the reports they are saying, that is the how you are going to utilize your analytics knowledge. If you do not have an analytics knowledge, it is very difficult for you to survive in any managerial role. Nobody is going to interpret on your behalf. Or if somebody interprets, you need to understand whether they have interpreted it correctly or not. You need to analyze that, assess that. For that, you need to have analytics, data science, AI, IT. These are very new and trending. Analytics though is a must. I would say analytics and knowledge of using AI tools is a must in today's world. Otherwise, there are plenty of others who will compete against you and will just take your position, replace you. So it's better that you get a hang of these important things that are coming up and that is booming. Sustainability. What is sustainability? It is doing anything and everything. If a production is done in such a way that the plastic, whichever is generated, any waste that is generated is taken care of, that means you are thinking it sustainably. Okay? So sustainability, MBA management, sustainability management will be basically how you can make all the different things more sustainable, more green, incorporating more changes so that the waste product to the outside world is less and you are making it more efficient for the future generations. Okay? More better for the future generations. Making the most out of resources without affecting the environment much as it. Then rural agribusiness, rural management, there will be lots and lots of like hybrid seeds. Then how the different processes can be there which can be incorporated in agriculture. How you can manage the whole, wahan pe bhi managing the marketing, managing the finance, managing the operations in terms of rural area, wo rural management mein bhi aayega. Okay? So there is a overlap of some specialization. I would say ekdam core, if I see ekdam distinguishable different core, different thing, if I say, then marketing, finance, operations, HR are completely different from each other. Analytics, so these 5 are completely different from each other. Many others will be overlapping with multiple different things. Like rural will be overlapping with almost everything, like marketing, finance, operations, the sales and distribution, the rural area. That will also fall under rural management, but that is actually an operation thing. Okay? So these are the different things. You can see social media marketing, advertising, media communications, which are subsets or some kind of marketing only. Pharmaceutical healthcare, that is a very booming industry currently. Pharmaceutical and healthcare mein mainly you will come across how to make that particular system efficient. Okay? If you want an in-depth understanding of each and everything, please let us know. You can write down in the comment, because we will be running out of time, because we have only 1 hour session. I don't want to delay on important factors. So if you want to know about either of this in details, please let us know. Okay? We can come up with a different session altogether to discuss in details. Then brand management is also a part of marketing, and it's basically ब्रांड का सबसे सिंपल एग्जाम्पल एंड मोस्ट क्लासी एग्जाम्पल यू कैन से, नॉट क्लासी, आई वुड से सिंपलेस्ट वे टू अंडरस्टैंड व्हाट इज ब्रांड एंड प्रोडक्ट का डिफरेंस. Maggie. When you go to any place, even if they cook top ramen and give you, if you say Maggie, they know that you are wanting noodles. So that is how a brand is made. Maggie made a brand. When you go and ask for toothpaste, how many of you have heard people asking for Colgate, and the dukandar or the shopkeeper has given them a separate toothpaste, but that person has not denied. So for him, the toothpaste means Colgate. Colgate means toothpaste. So that is how branding is important. That is also a small part of marketing. How you're going to make your product or a person brand. Okay, how you are going to convert from a normal person to a brand. कोई बोलता है कि अमिताभ बच्चन जैसे, so everybody knows what that person means. You want to be the next Shah Rukh Khan, you know, because they are brands. Okay, they have created that identity. Now let's move on to the next part, that is some of the specialization for women in India. You can take a screenshot. This is based on the reports by different McKinsey, BCG Bain, and many other different places that I've gathered this information and projected here. So basically we can see that ideally, currently, HR and general management is the main specialization where most of the women are inclined to. But again, don't restrict yourself thinking कि ज़्यादा entrepreneurship में नहीं जा सकते, healthcare management में नहीं जा सकते. Though it looks very less, the percentage is very less, but still there is a humongous मतलब क्या बोलते sea, ocean of opportunities waiting there. ठीक है, whichever excites you, whichever overlaps with your dream, whichever is going to take you to your particular role, which you love, you enjoy to do, go in that direction. You don't have to worry. You just have to learn the different theories, learn the different concepts that are required, and you are good to go and compete there. Okay? You can take a screenshot of this. I think you can always come back to this particular point and check it out. Coming to the next section, these are some things also you can take screenshots now, or you can refer to the video later on after the session, so that you can get an understanding कि marketing में अगर जाना है तो IIM Ahmedabad, FMS, Accelerate. This is the sequence. So if I convert FMS and Ahmedabad in terms of how well marketing is, how well the institute is known for marketing, a person should go to Ahmedabad, not FMS. So that is how you can interpret. So considering the kind of feedback, the kind of relevant information that we have collated from the different websites and different places, I would say ki this is around 90 to 95% accurate. So you can rely on it. So if I say ki finance, I got ABC, but my major preference is finance, I would say go to Calcutta, because it comes first in terms of what it is known for, finance, known for finance. Again, this is very important for you to remember, because if an institute is known for finance, how is it known for finance? Because most of the companies come with good packages in this particular domain, in this particular domain's roles to this particular institute. Their first preference is Calcutta. They will go to Calcutta, take a good number of students, then they will go to the next institute. It is not that they will go to Bangalore first and then Calcutta. Okay? Based on that also, we keep in mind the institute which is known for that, it is known for everybody, not only you. So the different new organizations also, if they come up, if any MNC comes for the first time in India and comes for recruitment, that person will know, that company will know कि finance में अगर मुझे recruit करना है, I'll go to IIM Calcutta rather than IIM Ahmedabad. ठीक है? So if you see this specialization, I have listed down for almost each and every specialization that you can think of: HR, pharmaceuticals, operations, sustainability management, agriculture, rural management, business analytics. So you can refer to these lists. Okay, these are some of the other B schools and other specialization which are not that much important. I would say not much important in terms of uh, which are not in the limelight. Okay, these are some of the B schools which are not that much into limelight because there are very few people who go in rural management. Okay, don't mind the way I'm saying. There are very little people who are more inclined to international business. So if you are inclined to international business, you should go for IFT. If you have an MIMS and IFT, I would say IFT mein jao. Okay, so these are few of the things that these particular institutes are known for. So go through this. You can take as per whatever particular field you want to pursue in. Okay, I guess these are visible clearly. So why specialization matters? Now we know what are the different specialization. Now the next thing is why specialization is important. Because when you think about, see, you think about your long-term goals, to reach there, you need to go into the industry, get into the industry. You cannot be the CEO altogether, ek din mein. Yeah, for overnight, you cannot be the chief marketing officer of a company. So to go there, you have to have certain experiences in marketing. Now, in order to get recruited in those marketing roles, you need to have certain knowledge. So that's why specialization is important. Until unless you align yourselves, acquire those knowledge, get the expertise in those domains, you will not be given preference in the industry. Okay, for that particular role. Again, job opportunities, earning potential, career growth, networking, all this thing depends on specialization in some way or the other. So it's very important. So that's why I'm saying ki abhi se start thinking a little bit on where you want to go. Accordingly, start prepping yourself. Okay, prepping yourself to be in this direction, in that particular direction in which you are headed. Okay, now coming to how to choose the right specialization. The first most important thing is, first, this is the exact thing that I have already discussed with you. First, do a self-assessment. Understand what is your personal interest. Personal interest, suppose I love interacting with lots and lots of people. I love communicating. I'm very extrovert. I love talking to people. I'm good in negotiations. I'm good in manipulating to a certain extent. Then I would say I am very good. I have a good potential in sales. How would I know? If I am good in this, and if my thinking is of going in marketing domain or something. Okay, suppose I want to be the CEO or I want to be in the product. Then what my instincts, my particular interests, my long-term goal and everything tells me that I am going to do well if I do marketing. Okay, I'll go reach my goal. So first is understand where you are coming from, what is your interest, what is your current personal interest and strengths, what I'm good at, and what are the long-term career goal or growth that I'm looking forward to, where I want to be in the long run, say 5 to 10 years down the lane. And then understand, is there a need of upscaling required? Suppose I am from BCom industry, BCom background. I have a good hold of accounts and I want to do something in as a risk analyst or something in the finance domain. So I need a little bit वो जो gap है between the two, I need to bridge that, and that bridge will be done by MBA, or that bridge will be done by acquiring knowledge and expertise in that. How am I going to acquire that? Via MBA, via different maybe small projects in different internships that I'm going to do during my MBA. So that's how I am going to upskill myself. What is another factor? The last and most important, one of the most important factors is environment. Suppose you think I am good in this and I want to be this, but there is no demand of that particular thing in your particular geography. Will you be able to survive? No, because there is no job role. You have to also understand कि वो job market में है भी या नहीं. If you want to be something which the which there is no external factor which is triggering that or which is going to support that, then it will be very difficult for you to मतलब get that particular role. If there is no job in the market, vacancy ही नहीं है, तो तुम कहाँ जाओगे? So that's what environment means, the environmental factors, the market, the current conditions, which has the power to make drastic changes. I'll also tell key environment is a very important factor for any kind of role that you go in. Suppose you are trying to be a product head or product manager of a particular product which has no importance in the market that you want to sell it. Nobody is going to buy the product then. If there is no demand, nobody is going to buy the product. If nobody is buying the product, how will you run the particular company? You are making new products, you are investing money, but nobody is buying. Similarly, if you don't have any vacancy, you cannot specifically decide कि if I want to be in the role and there is no role available, the vacancy is not available, you cannot go there. Okay, so in short, these are the four main factors that you have to keep in mind before you choose the right specialization. So self-assessment, career goal, upskilling required, and environment. Coming to in a simple, this is one of the examples you can I have already shared few examples, so you can also take a look at it. If you are doing BCom or CA, then investment banking and consulting is a good way of utilization of your background because you have certain foundation knowledge about it. So it will be a good way of giving yourself a good direction because it's a right specialization. Again, if you are non-tech UG, if suppose you are from humanities background, but you want to be a technical product manager, can you be? I'm not saying no. Is it a good specialization for you? No. But are you sure that I will not be able to, or you will not be able to be a good technical product manager? No. If you gain enough knowledge about coding, technology, all the different aspects, if you learn, then you will definitely get a chance to be a technical product manager. So it is not limited. A doctor can be a very good marketing manager. I have seen personally. Okay. So a doctor can be a very good marketing manager. That is completely out of the scenario. But that happened. Okay. I know a person from Ahmedabad who is a senior manager in marketing in one of the big top firm. Okay. So don't limit yourself. You can choose your own path based on whatever you like. Okay. Now understanding, now that you know okay, what are the different specialization, how you have to come to a specialization, what are the different ways that you can understand. These are the main things that you will need to answer in order to come to the conclusion of the specialization. So first thing you think is, what are the industries or roles that excite you? What is your goal? Goal ke hisab se role define karo. Second, think about the different people, processes, numbers. What are the different things? What are the different aspects you like or enjoy working with? If you do not like numbers, you dislike numbers, then finance may not be your forte. Finance will be very difficult because it's lots and lots of number crunching. It is quantitative, a lot of quantitative data, not qualitative. Okay. If you love interacting with people, then I would say ki sales, then there are lots and lots of scopes. But if you do not like numbers, you love people, talking to them, understanding them, then I would say marketing is a very good role. Marketing is a very good domain fit for you, for your style, your nature, your strengths. Okay. Processes. If you are very interested in knowing about how the data works, what are the different things behind it, how I can improve the efficiency and all. So you are more oriented towards an operations role. Okay. You are like that kind of a person. So that you have to identify for yourself. I cannot identify for myself, for you. I can identify for myself. So you have to ask yourself which are the different industries which excite you. What are the different things that you enjoy? Do you enjoy working with numbers? Do you love maths? Do you love working with people? Do you love analyzing processes and improving it? And are you interested in leadership, strategy, technical expertise? What kind of expertise? What are the different things you love? Once you know all these answers, these three questions answers, you exactly know which is the overlapping factor, which is the common factor out of these three things. Means, is it marketing? Is it showing marketing? Is it showing finance? Is it a little bit of finance and a little bit of marketing? You will have an idea. Okay? So start with this. Make your action plan using these steps. So research in the different specialization industry, you can refer to the slides here also. You can go back in the video and understand the specialization. You can research on the industries. You can speak to multiple people who have worked in those. For example, you reach out via LinkedIn or any senior that you know of, maybe in your locality or something. So speak to the alumni, speak to the professionals in the desired fields, in the fields you are interested in, you find yourself finding interesting. Okay. Take relevant online courses, internships. For example, if somebody says, okay, I love marketing, I love promotional activities, this ads and everything are fascinating for me. Okay, so I would say, okay, try to do a few of the certifications from Google Garage, or try to do a few certifications from Coursera. Maybe you can do some certifications in digital marketing, maybe social media marketing and all. So these are some of the things that you would do if you are interested in marketing. So first, once you know the specialization in industries, understand which one you want to go to, understand, speak to the people who are already working in those particular specific role. And you once they go, it's very important. No job is rosy. Okay. If you work hard, you will flourish. If you don't, you won't. Simple as that. So after MBA, if you think you will get a very desk job, आराम से chill मारेंगे, पढ़ाई कर लिया, this is not going to happen. You have to put your heart and soul in whatever field, in whatever job you do. ठीक है? So if you want to be in that particular position, I don't want you to regret later. For example, you do a marketing specialization. For example, I'm just giving you a hypothetical situation. You do marketing specialization, you get into a role, then you realize you feel very uncomfortable talking to people. And despite all the factors, you're not enjoying your job. If you do not enjoy your job and you continue to be in that particular role, you daily will get little धीरे धीरे frustration बढ़ता जाएगा. After a certain point of time, you will be very irritated with your job. And if you are irritated, you will not be able to grow, because you will not be able to go over the designated task to you. So if I don't like my job, if I know that if I do this three things, I'm meeting the requirements of my role, you will do only those. You will not do anything innovative. Out of the blue, you will not think, because you're not enjoying only. So that will not come from you inside you. So if that doesn't happen, your growth will be stuck. You will be in that position. You will not be able to identify what is going wrong. You will be just unhappy in that position. So it's very important that now get a reality check. First, you see what is the thing that you enjoy. Go to someone who is already in that role. If somebody wants product manager role kaisa hota hai, you can always reach out to me for that. I am a product manager. I'll be helping out understanding ki product manager ko karna kya hota hai, how my regular day looks like, how is my holidays looking like, so how my life is. Once you hear from it and you see ki, okay, I can survive that. If I have to do this and I can survive this, I can come up with ideas. And I love the job that you are doing, love to be in your position, then you are fit for this and you don't have to worry. But if it is something that scares you, that no, I cannot do that like you are doing, so take that decision, understand from the horse's mouth what that person has to go through every day. ठीक है? That's why the second point is very important. Once you understand and realize what's your calling in terms of specialization, in terms of roles, go and speak to alumni, professionals in those fields, take relevant courses. After talking to them, then you will come to a conclusion, okay, this role is best for me. Now for this role, these are the different courses that I have to do. Then go through those courses, do those internships, do those projects and everything. Then make a long-term vision, alignment with the specialization choices, and then you can further develop your interest. Simple. So I would say कि your specialization should align with your passion, strengths, industry strengths, whatever you feel would you will enjoy. Just do, just understand your true calling. ठीक है? Until unless you go through that path and reach that particular point where you are enjoying your job, you will not be able to be matlab, choose the correct one. So it's better that to make the exact fit. इसलिए सेशन का नाम what are the different specialization नहीं है. It's the right fit for you. What is the best fit for you? For understanding this particular points, this particular structure is very important. Go through these steps, identify. If you have any questions, you can always come back to us and ask. Okay? I think we are good to go, and I cannot see any questions in the session. I think I'll wait for say 2 minutes in case you have any questions. Anyone has any questions? Questions? I will remove the slides. Okay. Do we have any question?